This is Bob, and if he can make the best Roblox game in 48 hours, he wins 250,000 Robux. But there's one slight problem. There's 500 other developers wanting to take it for themselves. You see, recently, me and my friends Bloxy and Cash decided to host a game jam, the Gooper Game Jam 2025, where people have 2 days to create an entire game based off a weird theme. So after playing all 80 games, we finally have our winner. And let me tell you, it was not an easy decision. But where did all this chaos start? Well, it all began in the Discord server when the game jam commenced and the theme was announced. The world will literally explode. Everyone got to work on their games, and 2 days later, dozens of submissions came flooding in. But unfortunately, we had to eliminate a few games right off the bat, 5 of which were completely broken, 4 were set to private, so we couldn't even play them. And apparently, someone taking part was a time traveler because they submitted this.
Destroy a city, bro. Look at when it was made.
Rated 2021, so that's 10 down. But we're just getting started with these eliminations. Alright, so we have 70 games left, and somehow we need to find the top 10. And I'm not gonna lie, this next part was brutal. Let's be real, finishing any game in 2 days is impressive. But we had 250,000 Robux on the line. We had to be ruthless. So the 3 of us sat down and played everything. We gave each game a percentage based on creativity, polish, environment, and most importantly, how fun it was to actually play. But unfortunately, 20 more games just did not hit the bar. Okay, here we go. Wait, what do we do? Not because they were bad. I mean, you'll see what they were up against soon. They all just had a score of below 35%, which was sadly not going to cut it. I fell through the floor.
And he just fell through the ground.
The game is broken. Look at the console. 20 more games down, 50 to go. But it didn't get easier from here. In fact, it got even harder. You know what's not hard though? Smashing that freaking subscribe button. We're currently trying to beat Earthlord to 100,000 subscribers, so make sure to pick the right side in this war. Oh, and hype the video if you can too. YouTube just randomly added that feature anyway. The quality of these games jumped. Oh wait, this map. Oh, this game's nice. This looks nice. There were even some games that I was getting really invested in. Just playing through the other endings to fully understand the story. I might actually come back to this. This is really cool. Unfortunately, despite giving out some pretty high scores, I mean, a cat out of 10 has to be worth something, we still had to eliminate most of these games. In the end, another 40 of them scored below 70%, meaning they were eliminated. It was tough. I mean, there were a ton of really unique games in here, but we did what had to be done. Now left with our final 10 games. In this next part, choosing between these games was challenging.
Okay, so this might be the winner.
This game is so high quality. Before we determined the 3 winning games, it was time to decide on the order of the top 10. So let's kick things off with number 10. Colors by ZE Studios. Wait, this lobby is crazy.
Ooh, this looks so good.
Oh my god.
It's very, very polished.
Colors is a super simple but super polished minigame. Your goal is to run into the correct colored walls to blow them up, and if you fail, the world explodes. The game definitely got crazy points for polish, it's got funny movement, and the little detail of combining all our avatars was really cool. Unfortunately, it didn't follow the theme as much as we hoped, but it still is a nice, super vibrant, colorful game, right? Well, let's change that. Number 9 was Detonate by 8 Studio. We didn't get to experience this game too much because we're all pretty stupid, but basically one player has a huge freaking bomb to defuse while the others tell them how to defuse it. Slight problem though.
Now cut the second wire.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That was the imposter.
Yeah, one player is actually an imposter. The game was super well made, albeit very confusing, so we gave it 9th. Number 8 is Core Buster by Kev and Sky. Holy fuck. What the hell? Wait, this game's crazy.
No way, this game is actually good. Oh.
Core Buster was definitely one of, if not the most technically impressive game. Your goal is to take the anti-bomb and dig down to the core to stop the world from exploding. Hey, Core. Oh, I'm talking to the core.
Hey, Core.
Turns out that the core is actually just a chill guy, and you accidentally blow up the world anyway. It's short but sweet. You collect coal to keep your fuel up and diamonds to buy upgrades. All around, pretty darn good. Number 7 was Destructive Ducklings by Jubu Boys. Your goal is simple. Don't let these stupid ducks stand on the big red button that blows up the world. Oh, we can toss them. That's sick. Let's just say this game was a little hard.
Oh yeah, they have butts. Oh.
But at least we were surprised by this.
Oh, it's us!
Unique concept, fun cutscenes, but did lose points for being impossible. Number 6 was 90 Seconds Until Boom by We're On a List. This was the best ending-based submission. Turns out a lab is doing some crazy stuff that will blow up the world, and you have to stop it. Or don't, and do something else. Like, free Robux. Free Robux. I'm gonna get the free Robux. I'm gonna get the kidnapping ending. Oh, I got the free Robux ending. Oh wait, Speed's here. Ow. This game was super cool, very unique, and every ending gave you a trophy. But hey, what's even down there? This is number 5, Abyss Operator. By Antarctica, the whole continent? Abyss Operator is a FNAF style game. You gotta put things in here, things in there. Oh, and watch out for this guy. The atmosphere for this game was on point and pretty fun too. But let's head back to the surface for the next game. Number 4 is The World Will Explode in 5 Seconds by Tap and Allergy. You can't move since you have no speed. Wait, okay, wait. Upgrade your skills in the shop. Start by purchasing the speed upgrade. Wait, I like this. This is cool. Your goal is to collect coins, blow up, upgrade, and collect even more coins until you manage to reach a secret underground base and stop the world from continuing to blow up. It physically pains me to leave this one out of the top 3 because the game design is incredible, but the final 3 games you're about to see are on another level. And now we have to decide which one wins. So in no specific order, let's see what we're working with. Wait,
Oh,
intro
this is
sequence. This is Tax on Air, and it instantly hooked me. Oh my god, what the f? This game is so high quality. In this game, the literal air we breathe has been taxed, and you need to stop rioters from breaking into your warehouse and blowing up the entire world. Just, make sure you do not do what I did.
They're trying to launch the nuke.
I accidentally launched the nuke. Day one, I've already done it. I actually love this game already, and I've already lost, but it's okay. I'm really glad this game was submitted because the developer, Sparkly Blue Hat, didn't even plan on taking part. They originally joined the Discord to spectate, but a day before the jam started, and I quote in their words, "A very rough concept of Tax on Air was beamed into my head." And after the theme was announced, it felt like a calling. They had to take part. So they got to work, spending an entire day just to get the arms to function, and cranked out the rest of the game before the deadline, hoping that with the prize money, they can put it all back into their game development journey. But the developers of this next game had other plans. This is Overdrive, a Doors-like game where you have to run through an infinite facility flipping levers to not blow up the entire world. The game is a speedrun, and apparently, so was development. It was made by Terma Shadow, Duper, and Bucket on music. The first few hours it was Duper brainstorming while Terma played Silk Song, but after the idea was brought up, they worked on the game day and night, specifically 2 of each, until Bucket came in last minute with a banger soundtrack, thus completing the game. Terma and Bucket were to win. They said they'd give the Robux back to community and friends. Duper did not know. I guess they were just in it for the love of the game. But what about the final game? Well, let's find out. Oh, hello. This is Multiversal Delivery. The objective is simple. Kinda. You're a delivery boy who has to deliver 11 parcels to different worlds, but you only have a short amount of time in each world as they are about to explode. Now I know what you're thinking. Why are all these worlds
about to explode?
That was, I was gonna say that, but yeah. Well, it turns out that Lord Business from the Lego movie started blowing up every world without a McDonald's. So that's not very good. On the way, you bump into some friendly faces, like Wall with an unfriendly face, world-renowned chef Gordon Ramsay, and there are no surprises in this game whatsoever. What the? It was super fun, and it's insane how polished and grand this game is for the time frame. It was made by Just Sai and Joju, who decided that they wanted their game to consist of quote-unquote just randomness. Joju got to work right away. Meanwhile, Sai completely forgot the game jam was even happening. Joju mentioned that they never released any games before because of their over-ambition, so Multiversal Delivery is actually their first ever finished game, and if they were to win, they too want to give the prize money to their friends. But in the end, only one can win, and it was a tough decision. These 3 games are all amazing in their own right, and pretty darn impressive for being made in 48 hours. I didn't want to take the one away from 2 teams who absolutely deserved it, but only one can win. So, which is it gonna be? The punchy game, the speedy game, or the delivery game? The winner of the Goober Game Jam 2025 is Multiversal Delivery. If you want to join any future events like this, join my Discord quick before I explode.